Alright, so I was meaning to do war, but I guess war was not meant to be. That's an interesting title. That match went on for like good 30 minutes. So, hey, I've got some other stuff I might want to do. I keep this short and sweet. So, I guess before I end this particular video, I might as well quickly show off what I do have for the future, in case some people who actually enjoy me failing at War Thunder want to see me dick around with particular vehicles that I do have. Keep in mind, I'm not like those actual good professional players who have literally everything aced. So you gotta take it what it is. That BIS you saw me dicking around with in the beginning, that was my best French vehicle. You can see I'm trying to get the SAU 40, and then afterwards it's a weird ass fucking jump, because then it's after the French got back involved in World War II and they were just given the American tanks to dick around with. But there's that. In terms of helicopter, I only have one helicopter, and that's for Germany. I don't even have it crewed right now because I can't afford it. This is what I have for aviation. So again, see what you think looks neat, that you want me to dick around with, that you want to see more. Always come back to this video as a reference guide to what I at the time have unlocked that you want to see. If there's one particular video that's close to being unlocked, feel free to just mention that too, because like this, the H75A1, that's being that it's obviously next to be unlocked, they'll be in my lineup shortly. So that's that for the French. Sweden, I didn't take part in the beta, so I don't have any of this. I won't have any of this stuff unlocked until it gets unlocked for me. I didn't buy any of the packs for this, so I'm sorry for that. For those of you that want to see the Swedish aviation, even if it's just a reserve, I'm gonna hold off on these until this stuff becomes available to me. You know, because that way then my work gets to be paid off and things can get unlocked. For Italy, this is what I have for Italy. I know, it's abysmal. I'm sorry. I'm what, despite my hours, I guess I'm what you would call the casual, the average player. The guy who has a job player. This is what I have for Italy. I don't hate the Italian aircraft, actually. They're quite fun. Because they have fucking 50 cal strapped onto them, so they can be quite useful. And I've had some real good runs, like, say, with the BA-65, because they just give that a bunch of guns. That's what I have for it. Obviously, I don't have helicopters. And this is what I have for Army. This one I started climbing the tree up. I don't hate the Italian tanks. Not entirely. Not entirely. I have this one I really want. I'll definitely be trying to dick around with more in the future. The 7518 M41. The M4 or series for the Italian tanks is honestly, let's be honest here, the only decent tank destroyers the Italians put out in the war. That's just not my speculation. That, I believe, is fucking facts. And plus, one of the other reasons I like this tank line is because its nickname was the Wiener tank, like the Dachshunds. So that's what I got for them. China is shit I have for China, shit I have for other goddamn factions, because I have my own personal feelings towards both their trees. But I'll save that for another day. China's probably going to be my least worked on faction. Here's Japan. Japan's another one I started bumping up not too long ago. Japan is like the epitome of the glass cannons with some of this shit. Oh, there's the Ho-Ro. I like the Ho-Ro. I blew that up in the mission earlier. So that's that. Aviation. Aviation is a little bit lacking because I remember spending a whole fuckload of time finally unlocking the H8K2. Why this thing costs like 40,000 RP. I have no idea. I have no idea why Gaijin put it up that high. But it finally got done. So I could finally accomplish all of Tier 1. Rank 1, I should say. And finally moving on to its Rank 2. And Fleet, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't dick around with boats that much. It's hard for me to get into that groove, but it's hard for a lot of people to get into that groove, to my understanding. This is what I have for Britain. Yes, I do have the Independence! Yes, I actually love the Independent. It's such a fun vehicle to dick around with in low-tier fights. Until my luck, I get mostly thrown into 2.3 BR matches, because that's my luck. But this is what I have for them. I've slowly started to unlock, nearly there, for the first Churchill. The worst Churchill, actually. Yeah, so that's them. Aviation. Aviation, I have a bit more to work with. Rank 3 is unlocked, but I don't have rank... Oh, I technically do have rank 3 with the Firecrest. Part of me actually forgot I had that thing. So that's my highest Brit plane. This is the rest of the Brit planes, working on those Wellingtons. Thoroughly enjoy flying with the Brits. That's them for Fleet, for reference, for anyone who's interested in seeing me do more, become more Ocean Man. Here's the USSR, the Soviets. Yes, I do have this one particular vehicle, the MBK 161 1943 version. I got this from that one stupid boat event. You had to fucking build this thing. I did not have fun with that event, but this is what I have to show off for it. Yay. I gotta squad up again at some point with anyone to finish unlocking the PR35, because I was actually really close, but then I took a hiatus from the game and they kicked me out of the squad for being inactive, but whatever, that was their decision. Don't have the funds for that anyway, but that would end up being my highest ranking. Holy shit! Now that I look at it, like, holy shit! That would be high ranking for boat-wise in this game. There's that reference. Most recently was unlocking Russian aircraft. So that's what I have for them. Again, reminder, this little walkthrough of what I have is just a reference guide for folk that are interested in the War Thunder series and want to see me dick around with a particular vehicle. That's it. That's all. So we have that. I could do it as a quickies video, but I might as well just throw it in here while it's fresh in my brain. Here's what I have for Army. Now, when it comes to tanks, the 3 tank lines I'm the furthest along in is what you are going to be seeing now. American, Germany, and Soviets. This is what I have for the Ruskies. Keep in mind, in premium-wise, I have most of the premiums with the Russians, because they were the cheapest when they were on sale. So, yes, I do have fun with the SMK. Thank you for asking. And I have, if you couldn't tell from the fucking lineup down here, I actually do have rank 3 vehicles ready to go. Sadly, not yet the KV-2. Its day is coming. Working on the T-34. But I have the rest of it. And the KV-2 says 6. So I technically do have the KV-2. So there's that reference guide. Germany. I think I'm furthest along with German boats. Weird, but that's what I've got. Helicopters, I have it. I don't have the I do have the money to crew this thing. Well, I mean, I could dick around with it, but that would definitely break my bank. And I obviously don't have any tanks that come close to it, unless... think of a way to make it work. I don't know. It's up to you, the viewer. For my one and only helicopter. This is my lineup for the German tanks. Oh god, wrong buttons! I guess looking at it, I guess the German army tree is probably my favorite thus far. Just so many iconic shit. I know a lot of the more interesting stuff is probably in the premium section of everything, but costs money. For those of you right off the bat that are like, hey, show us some footage of the MBFZ. I love that thing. It's funky. I love the MBFZ. The Neubaufahrzeug. Hold on. How do you fucking properly say it again? Hold on. The Neubaufahrzeug. I'm probably saying that a little wrong. Neubaufahrzeug. The Panzerkampfwagen Neubaufahrzeug. Again, I'm saying this for my own benefit. Panzerkampfwagen Neubaufahrzeug. I love this thing, but there's a glitch going on right now with its multi-turrets. I'll explain that at some other point, but there's a reason I can't play with one of my favorite tanks, and it's annoying. So this is what I've got unlocked so far for the Germans. Again, reference point. If you find something interesting, if you see something you want to see me fail with, give it a little shout out, and I'll try and put something together. And last but certainly not least, your reference, the end of your reference points for my Americans. This is what I've got for fleet. Not much. This is what I've got for aviation. Also was bumping them up. Been enjoying some American aircraft. Mostly because they believe, they pray heavily to their religion of the machine gun. So they just strap all the 50 cals to their planes. And I fucking love it. So this is what I've got for them. Yes, including the one and only aircraft that's to take off during Pearl Harbor. It's the main reason I got that vehicle. I love history. And this is Army. It doesn't look like much because it's a little not as much meat as some of the other trees, but still, I have rank 3. Rank 3 is unlocked, available, ready to go. For fuck's sake, I can even assemble an entire Stuart line, and I think it's magical. So there you go. And started this video trying to go into war. Wasn't allowed to war. I'm not allowed to war. That's another good title to put this. Started with me failing with the French tanks and ended with a reference guide of what vehicles I have unlocked or close to unlocking for people to pick and choose what vehicles they want to see me dick around with. I hope you guys had some fun. If this drags the video on for too long, I probably will separate it into its own little thing. But that way you're not sitting through like an hour-long video of me rambling just looking at tanks. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you all next time in War Thunder. Stay awesome out there. God damn, this thing just looks fucking cool, doesn't it? But unfortunately, it also suffers from a glitch. Oh, okay. I probably will separate this video, so I'm going to explain it right now what the glitch is going on with some of these tanks. A lot of the tanks, not a lot, some of the tanks, have this weird bug where if it's multi-turret like this, the Neubaufahrzeug tank is also another great example. The main gun works fine. It goes left, it goes right, it goes up, it goes down. It's just fine. You swap over to its secondary gun, your turret will go left or go right, but it suddenly won't aim up and down. It is a bug that it's been going on for like well over a month, and I'm waiting for it to be fixed so I can play with one of my favorite tanks, the Panzerkampfwagen Neubaufahrzeug!